You see, it happens sometimes that we imagine something, but then execute it so poorly that the intention is now defeated. And that was the case of this YouTube movie that I saw recently titled Here Comes the Bride, featuring Bimbo Ademoye, Daniel Etim Effiong, and a few others. In this movie, Kami, that is Bimbo, and Larry were getting married. But on the traditional wedding day, Larry suddenly left the event to be with his mistress, who later made a video of her and Larry in bed together and sent to Kami. Now, Kami is heartbroken, but in order to avoid a bigger embarrassment, she pushed for the traditional marriage event to go ahead. When she was giving a cup of drink to take to her husband, she took it instead to her husband's friend Bello and begged him to accept it to save her from embarrassment. Now, from then on, the two had to pretend that they were married in order to save Kami's celebrity status on social media and, of course, protect her endorsement. Now, like I already admitted, I like the idea the movie was trying to recreate, but the entire execution was absolutely improbable. And here's why. Movies generally are based on probability. So there's this probable truth that a movie is all about. So it's either that what the movie is about might have happened in the past, could happen, might never even happen, but the probability is there. So what it also means is if you see a movie where human beings are flying, and the movie is based on spirituality, magic or something, then it's probable because we believe that with magic people can do a lot of things. But if you see such a movie where human beings are flying and it is not based on any plot that has to do with magic, spirituality and whatnot, then the movie is improbable simply because human beings don't fly and can't fly. So back to this movie. Firstly, the traditional marriage was a small event between just the family of the bride and the family of the groom. So everyone knew the bride and the groom. And it didn't make sense, the idea of Kami giving the cup of drink to another person. It was stupid, especially as it was done to avoid some embarrassment. From who? The family members were the only ones there. Each of them knew who the groom and the bride were. So they knew at the point where she gave the drink to Bello that was not the man she was supposed to get married to. They were even worried, asking themselves where the groom had gone to. So what embarrassment was she trying to avoid? Who was she trying to fool? The event was not being covered live. There was no stranger, no outsider there, just the family members. It made no sense. Secondly, Kami later started to panic that the pictures of the marriage were trending on social media. But then I asked, who took the pictures? There was nobody taking pictures at the event. It was a small event done inside the sitting room. There was no official photo. In fact, the family of the groom left angrily after, Kami gave the drink to Bello. So who posted the pictures on social media? And come to think of it, the viewers should have been saying the so-called social media reaction. They post the comments in real time. That did not happen. Thirdly, it was again very unrealistic that Bello, who was in a serious relationship, was trying to convince Kami to let him go online and tell the truth that he and Kami were not truly married. It was strange because this guy had a girlfriend. His family members were coming to express disappointment and anger that he got married without carrying them along. And in the face of all of these things, his primary concern was Kami not being embarrassed. And no, he wasn't even attracted to her then. It was just him trying to be a nice person. But does it make sense that he was trying to choose being nice to this girl over the family members who were angry, the girlfriend whom he was in a relationship with? Now, fourthly, the excuse for Bello to move in with Kami was very, very lame. That a social media user snapped Bello as he was leaving Kami's house at night and thereby sparking rumors on social media that the couple wasn't living together. Oh God. How on earth is it possible for Bello's girlfriend to agree for her man, Bello, to move in and live with Kami, all in the name of trying to put up a lie to protect the sham they supposedly had? It makes no sense. Which woman is going to let her boyfriend, yes, he was cheating, but this guy was her main man, the man she was hoping to get married to, just like Kami's husband was cheating, but was going to get married to Kami anyway. And even the idea of Kami trying to live a lie, pay Abelo's girlfriend to allow them do things and get away with them, didn't it occur to her at any point that her ex, Larry, was going to go to the social media and tell the truth? However, the worst thing for me about this movie is that they overlooked the traditional aspect of the movie by giving the drink to Bello and taking Bello along with her to her father for blessings. Kami and Bello were traditionally married. So the marriage was not a sham. They didn't intend to do it, but it had been done. Traditionally, they were husband and wife. A drink was given to her to take to her husband and show them by giving the drink to the man that this is the man she wanted to marry. And she took the drink to Bello. Bello accepted the drink, drank it, walked hand in hand back to Kami's father, knelt down, and were blessed. He and Kami. It made no sense now that nobody spoke about them going to undo what had been done. Traditionally, they were just bent on saying, okay, we'll just pretend. You're not pretending anymore. You are married. It's not a sham marriage. You guys are officially married. You see, frankly, there were so many annoyingly improbable things in this movie. And save for the acting of Bimbo Ademoye and Daniel Etim, this movie did not impress me at all. So it's a 4/10, and this is me being very generous, a 4/10. Have you seen the movie? Let me know in the comment section what you think about the movie and, of course, my review. And don't forget to like this movie, share it, and subscribe so you get to watch more reviews when I post them.